Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having a fantastic day. Let's get right back into it. And before I head out, I completely forgot that I skipped talking to Wenduag. Let's go ahead and do that now. What up, girl? Wenduag greets you with a servile bow. Master, how can I serve you? What do you think of your new powers? Oh, I wasn't wrong when I decided to serve you, Master. This force you have given me. I always felt I was destined to have such power. Her voice is soft and deep and resembles cat's purr. Is it me or do you find me attractive? Wenduag smiles playfully in return. Maybe I do. I like people like you, strong, determined, who don't hide behind others' backs. I like you too. Then why am I not? Then why am I still not in your bed? Snapping her teeth jokingly, Wenduag shows her sharp fangs. If you want to get me, I don't mind. I've been wondering for a long time if you are as good in bed as you are in battle. Okay? The huntress looks you in the eye with devotion. Thank you for talking to me, Master. Oh, okay, so you have to go back into it. Interesting. Want to have some fun, just you and me. Growling softly, Wenduag breaks into a smug smile. Why is he smug about it? You didn't have to ask. Wenduag stretches her muscles with grace and a kind of animal shamelessness, directing a contented glance at you from under her half-closed lids. That was good. I wasn't wrong about you. Oh, so hey, they do the blackout screen and they come to it. Interesting. Okay. Like a satisfied cat, the huntress smiles softly and runs her fingers along her body, over the places your hands touched only moments before. Her little claws carefully scratch her firm, scar-covered skin. Did you like it? A long, delighted groan escapes Wenduag's lips. Yes, I did. I enjoyed it very much. Examine Wenduag's scars. Among the variety of battle marks, a rather gruesome, ragged scar on her left collarbone catches your eye. It's an uneven line that goes along her shoulder, skirting it and ending at the shoulder blade. Several long scars stretching across Wenduag's back suggest she has been whipped. You see fresh crimson cuts and abrasions on her elbows and chin. Some of them look quite deep and were hastily pulled together with crude stitches. Over time, they will turn white and become the newest addition to the landscape of scars on the fighter's lithe body. Tell me about your scars. A flattered smile graces her lips. Oh, I've got plenty of those. Which one do you want me to tell you about? This horrible scar on your collarbone. Where did you get that? Pride flares in the huntress's eyes. I got this one off a dire rat. It was a good hunt. And after, the tribe named me the best hunter. Tell me about the encounter. It was one tough dire rat, as big as horses are up here on the surface. It was old, cunning, and vicious. We'd never met the likes of it before. Another nether and I ran into it when we were scouting some distant caves. The rat snatched the first guy and dragged him into its burrow, and I rushed after them. I cornered it in a cramped little cave, and I yelled and singed its whiskers with my torch. I got it nicely riled up, in short. It jumped at me, jaw snapping, and the next thing I see is my whole arm disappearing into its maw. My spear got smashed to pieces, and the chunk of wood that I was holding in my hand got stuck inside its throat. The beast was wheezing, writhing, hopping around me on its hind legs, trying to bite my arm off, but I just held the wood of my spear tighter while I groped for the knife on my belt. And as soon as I did, I sank the blade deep into that old rat's crotch. Damn! To his crotch? That's just wrong. He squealed like you wouldn't believe. All the young rats in the caves were mourning the loss of those gray family jewels that night. Wenduag is awesome. With her eyes half closed, Wenduag savors the pleasant memories. It was dying for half a gong, trying to get on its feet again 6 times, the long-toothed beast. But I just knocked it back down on the rocks till it finally kicked the bucket. And only then could I get my arm out of its maw. No one in the tribe had ever done anything like that before. No one. And you weren't afraid to go after that monster to save your friend? No, he never stood a chance. I saw the rat chew right through his spine. But he did have a nice axe and a decent bow on him when he died, and the tribe couldn't afford to lose good weapons. You need weapons to hunt for food, so I didn't go after the rat to save a friend. I went to get back the axe and bow, and that's what I did. This scar just adds to your appeal. I know. It works like a charm on warriors. As soon as they see it, they go soft as putty, because they understand who they are dealing with. These marks on your back, are they from a whip? Were you punished? Punished? You could say that, yes. I was a very naughty girl, and I was punished for it. But I've also left my fair share of scars on others. You like it rough? Her lids lower as she releases a sensuous hiss. Yes. Power excites me, and feeling my own defenselessness just adds an extra thrill. My back burning from the bite of the whip, a firm hand resting on the back of my neck, my partner's voice hard as steel. Is there anything more sweet and tempting in this world? Only me, standing behind my lover, with my hands wrapped around their neck, squeezing. Biting her lip, Wenduag sends you long look filled with shameless promise. Have you had many lovers before me? A girl like me can always find a willing partner anytime she wants to have sex, and I rarely don't want it. In the caves, I usually chose land. Sometimes there were strong hunters from other tribes who I found attractive. And, of course, Hasilla. Could she resist dragging me into her bed? Of course she didn't. So, you were Hasilla's lover? I had no choice. She had her eyes on me from the start, and if I said no, she would have gotten rid of me. The things we do for survival, right? So I had to swallow everything she had for me. Her knife play, her whip, her habit of choking me real good before getting down to the main event. Rolling her shoulders languidly, Wenduag doesn't even try to hide the lust in her voice. It was so horrible. You have some interesting proclivities. Everyone has a right to some fun every now and then. Wenduag's eyes roll back dreamily. Where did you get these fresh scratches and battle? Ah, that's nothing. I had a fight with a few crusaders, 5 of them to be precise, but I think I got the one on my chin before that. Now that was a good honest fight, one-on-one. Why do you pick fights with the crusaders? Wenduag brushes a lock hair away with a nonchalant gesture. To make them respect me, of course. There's no better way to gain recognition than knocking out the biggest local bully. Besides, some uplanders still don't know that they should tread lightly and keep their thoughts to themselves around the proud folk of Nethone. So sometimes I have to put those loud mouths into their place. And well, fighting is fun. With a pleased laugh, Wenduag admires her bruised knuckles. Don't give them an inch. No chance of that. Anyone who dares to disrespect me will be spitting their pride out along with their teeth. My curiosity has been satisfied. Wenduag looks at you with interest. You've got a lot of interesting scars yourself. One day, you'll tell me about them. So, will this change anything between us? No. Why should it? We just had some fun and made each other feel good. Why should it change anything? Or are you worried I'll be throwing myself at you every chance I get and demanding you breed with me? You can relax. That's not going to happen. Thank you for tonight. I'm a Grand Lich. It was your responsibility to do this. We've enjoyed ourselves, but now it's time for you to get back to work, underling. Flashing her fangs, Wenduag shakes off her sweet languor. Right. It's time to go and kill someone. Fascinating. Yeah, I'm definitely a Wenduag fan. I wonder if she betrays you in the end. Don't think you've tamed me now. You have to try much harder to do that. All right. That was interesting. Okay. I still don't know what this little feather means. I mean, I'm assuming that it's supposed to mean there's a quest at this particular area, but I don't see anything. Crescent of the Abyss. Right, I have to find Woljif. Nanio has that. Yeah. So, let me look at the map again real quick. Yeah. Not sure why that's there, but whatever. It is finally time to get up out of here. Am I moving? I was about to say, when you plan to get over here? All right, let's go. Is this the right group? No, it's not quite. Ooh, I'll let Sela go for now. Add him. Hmm. 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 There we go. Okay, now, yeah, as you can see, the map has been refreshed with a whole bunch more things for you to do. All right. You might be tempted to go ahead and take your army and start trying to kill things, but I actually am going to wait a little bit. Let's see, what level are they at right now? 6. Actually, I am in a really good spot. It's time to recruit, right? Hey. Yeah, you know what? Let's get going. Ooh, I can have 32 clerics? Ooh, yeah, let's definitely do that. And we got a few Hell Knights we can get. Let's definitely do that. And can't have too few archers. Oh yeah, let's get a whole squad going there. Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead. Combine this together. Footman. That's Hell Knights. That's Footman. This side needs it more. There we go. I could have split those out into groups, but I don't feel like it right now. Okay. First area that I want to, let's see, we're going to go there. Then we come back over here. So it really doesn't matter. What's this? Is level 4. Then that's level 7. This is level 5. Then level 3. One moment, y'all. Just acclimating myself. What's this? Level 2. But a level 9 first. Level 7. Okay. Go here, then here. Yeah. So as you can see, there's a lot of these markers that are way higher than your level. So you're not really ready right out the bat to explore deep into the area. But I'm going to cherry pick a couple of them that appear to be low enough where I should be able to take them. Now, I have Grey Boar trying to get to the dragon. Dragon's all the way over here. So we'll go down over here. Actually, you know what? No. Before I even do that. No. We're going to do the dragon first. Because I actually don't know how long the timer is where Grey Boar will decide he's going to charge you again in order for you to be able to keep him. What is this? I can still fight. Quick, tie him up. It's the Crusaders. The Crusaders are here. The Crescent of the Abyss must be informed. Oof.
Your blood.
Let's see, what's this deal? Nope. I don't want that. Any of those. Yeah, her. I want you focusing on that first. Boom, boom, boom. Excellent. Excellent. Boom, 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 boom. By the way, one of the things I really like about Grey Boar, in keeping with him being a consummate professional, Grey Boar comes with great gear. He +3 war axe, +3 hand axe right off the bat, +2 breastplate. Like, he comes automatically ready to handle business. So nice working with someone who takes their profession seriously. All right. That's all done. There we go. Hey, it checked my so my skeletal executioner gets a perception check. That's cool. Wasn't sure if that would be the case. All right, continue on. Good. On. And it's going to allow us to get here. So maybe doing this way. Another random encounter. Okay. They're just trying to stop us, y'all. Trying to stop us. What's this?
I see something over there.
Oh, wasn't that nice?
Without a doubt.
What is this?
What do we have here? I hope you appreciate this.
What is this?
Ah, not this time.
Come on, girl. Stop playing around. There we go. Oh. Hail, Baphomet. Hear our prayers. Accept this sacrifice, Baphomet. Curse you all. Praise be to I am a day. It's him, the one who killed our brothers and sisters. Death to the killer, die! Death to the killer, die! Woljif rises from the stone throne and halts the sacrifice with a raised hand. The cultist holding the knife over the victim on the altar stops. Woljif is wreathed in blue flame and the demonic shadow rises up behind him. Easy now. We're all friends here. This was just a little misunderstanding. You thought you'd come across Crusaders, but they're good friends of our Lord Baphomet too. Woljif half turns to you, his right eye twitching, which you interpret as an attempt to wink discreetly. Ain't that right? Yeah, a misunderstanding. Hail Baphomet. Woljif's face lights up. Right, exactly. Pilgrims of the Whirlwind. Meet the finest member of our big family. Hey there, Chief. Long time no see. Why don't we hold off on the sacrifice for now? We need to drink to this happy meeting, am I right? Yeah, let's do that. Tie that one on the altar up again. We'll get round to slaughter it later. The cultists exchange looks and whispers. The chief cultist lowers his knife. If the crescent of the abyss says so, then welcome. Make yourselves at home in the temporary camp of the pilgrims of the Whirlwind. But why did you attack our brothers? Well, Woljif, why did we attack our brothers? Because the chief sometimes has these fits of insanity and battle rage. It's a blessing from Lord Baphomet. The chief goes crazy. He goes crazy and gets twice as strong as normal. But if the blessing kicks in at the wrong moment, well, that's just bad luck for you. I've had to get away from the crazed chief a few times, so I know what I'm talking about. The cultist casts a wary glance at your weapon, but passes no remarks. It is good that the crescents of the abyss, our beacon in the darkness and our oracle, has resolved this misunderstanding. Relax, friends, and after, if you wish, you may join our pilgrimage. The large stone with candles is covered with Baphomet symbols. It seems that the cultists use it for an altar. Woljif is waiting for you next to the altar, warily wiping the sweat from his brow. Phew! I thought I was done for. Could feel it in my tail that they were going to kill me. You ain't a sight for sore eyes, Chief. When I heard that the gargoyles hadn't got you and that you were running the show up at Drezen now, I can't tell you how happy that made me. But that night it all happened, I tell you, I was so scared I couldn't see straight. I wandered around, wondering if my chief and the rest of the gang were laying in an open field with the eyes pecked out. Well, just sighs. Even my conscience prickled a little, thinking about how I ran. But when you look at it from my side, what else was I supposed to do? The actual paladins were getting cut down, left, right, and center. And then these pilgrims of the Whirlwind tell me that Drezen's been reclaimed, that there's a new commander called Samori Sykes. Well, I said to myself, there can't be two demon-slaying dominoes with that name. It must be you. So I cut my way through the circles around Drezen and I waited for you to come out. At one point, I got so desperate I almost went right up to the city walls, but I thought the better of it. Although an arrow in the skull would be a sight better than running in fear of Voidtail. Well just sucks in a breath and keeps talking in a rush, like he's afraid you'll turn around and walk out. Do you know Voidtail? I don't either, but I remember the name because of what my brother Melroom yelled in the basement that time. I'm going to tell Helter Mariah and Voidtail or something like that. Anyway, my shadow told me that Voidtail is a demon, and I should be scared of him because he's after the moon of the abyss. But the shadow's a whole other story. But if you want to know why I just haven't come to Drezen, I need your help. It's a matter of life and death, Chief. Slow down. You're not making sense. What's going on here? Woljif lets out a breath. Okay, I'll shut up. I won't shut up, but ask me what you want to know and I'll tell you. What was that? That was my cunning plan, Chief. Woljif's tail is whipping back and forth so fast it's a blur. Pretending to be cultists of Baphomet. Good thinking. But why did you ask me to do it? You've got the crust of it, Chief. We've got a secret mission here to save the life of a good man. In other words, me. Well, not just me, but I'll definitely die too if these guys see something they don't like. I'll be on the altar next to that poor sap before you say, Hail Baphomet. Why did you run the night we fought the gargoyles? Run? Me? I fought them. I did. You should have seen me. I got one right on the nose, sent its arse over tea kettle, and it flew off. I've gotten into scrapes a few fair times before, but caught by surprise in the dead of night more times than I can count. So that's why I leapt up quick as anything, grabbed my knives, and, well, of course I made a run for it. What else was I going to do? I'm just a thief, a city boy. I don't go toe-to-toe with demons. Sure, I said I'd help you and all, but that was before. I didn't sign up for nighttime gargoyle attacks. What kind of idiot attacks in the middle of the night? I thought war would keep more civilized honors. To be honest, war did get. So apologies, Chief. But I always end up on the winning side. It's just my nature. You and your lot in the camp that night did not have the look of victory about you. And it's not like I would have been much help if a gargoyle snatched me in his claws. Of course I decided to run. And run I did. What's your relationship with the Baphomet cultist? Woljif looks pensive. It's complicated. It's a story of unrequited love, really. They love me, and all I think about is how to get away from them and save my own skin. Well, you seem to have got yourself a nice little setup. Maybe I should just leave you here with your underlings? Woljif heaves a sigh. To tell the truth, I can't cool my ears here for much longer, Chief. I could have run from the family and kept running for a long time, but you don't run from Voidtail. He's a demon. If you don't find me first, they'll sell me out as soon as they get sick of me. I can feel it in my tail, or else I'll wind up on that altar. Woljif leans closer, his eyes gleaming. I know you, Chief. You're the type of warrior that all men deaf should be praying for. When I was in the camp, all I heard was, Chief this, Chief that. There's no better chief than ours. If you need to sort the demons out, call the chief. That's what people were saying. I swear I heard it with my own ears. So, will you help me? You said some shadow's been talking to you. Is that right? Not just any shadow, my special shadow. After I spent a while running around the world, scared out of my wits, it suddenly crept out and whispered in a distant-sounding voice, Voitel, North. Fear Voitel. And the name was familiar because that's what Brother Melroon yelled out, and I put two and two together. This Voitel was in the north, and I needed to make sure he didn't find me. Bit by bit, I got the shadow to tell me that Voitel was a demon, and that he's looking for the moon of the abyss. Who knows why? By the way, I have a couple of thoughts of my own about the moon. I'll tell you about them once we're out of this mess. I don't feel the need to kill him. What do you want from me? In a nutshell, Chief, I got a bit of a situation here. One wrong move and I'm a goner. The demon Voitel is in the distance somewhere. A good man has suffered. The cultists are animals. I just want to get out of this and make Voitel back off. But without you, I've had no chance. Help me. I won't forget it as long as I live. Who is Voitel? All I know is that he's the demon that sent Brother Maroon to get the moon of the abyss. Now that I have the moon, Voitel's after me. I'm already tired of running from him. He's going to catch me soon. I can feel it. What part of the cult is playing in your plans? Woljif glances around, making sure you're not overheard. Do you know why they call themselves the Pilgrims of the War Room? Because they're itching to meet big-name demons like Baphomet. It's like they're on a pilgrimage. So that got me thinking, since they listen to me, we can lead them to Voitel and mess with their heads a bit. Say that Baphomet's been calling him nasty names and let the cultists fight Voitel for us. It'll be a riot. Cultists helping us take out a demon? Well, what do you think? What good man are you talking about? Me, of course. Woljif folds his arms. I'm the prisoner here, you know, and I suppose there's also the other fellow devil, the one that's tied up. I kind of owe him one. I made a dumb mistake and now he's paying for it. Now, don't get me wrong, I could care less about the guy. He got himself into this mess, except if it wasn't for me, they wouldn't have caught him in the first place. These Kelvins kept asking me, will we have long to wait for the favors of Lord Baphomet? As though just because I have my shadow, I should know. What am I, some kind of demon whisperer? I just put on kind of a annoying air instead of, do as you have been doing and the favors will come. They took that to mean they needed to cut people up on the altar. I tried to put them off the idea, but they didn't listen. I acted like I was discussing things with my shadow and I kept trying to hold them off, saying that the stars weren't in alignment, that raining eyeballs was a bad omen. I'd run out of ideas just before you showed up, Chief. I was already considering them, just letting him do it. He was a crusader after all. You know, demons would probably get him in the end either way. It's not my fault that's how they do things. It was either him or me. Woljif sighs and turns away. His tail is twitching from side to side in agitation. There's one good way to get both of us out, but I can't imagine on my own. I need your help. All right, I'll help you deal with Voitel. Woljif's face lights up and the tip of his tail dances through the air. I always knew you were a special sort, Chief. Let's go break his horns off. We need to go to a patch of scrub land by the bend in the river. It's not far, I'll show you. Nothing interesting about the place at all, but that's where I was when my shadow came out and started pushing me back the other way. It said that Voitel would find me easily there, that he'd swoop in and tear me limb from limb as soon as I popped up. I wasn't long turning away from that place, I tell you. There's just one other thing. We need to round up my lackeys and send them off on an errand. While they're gone, we can free the prisoner. No point leaving them here to be bored stiff, right? Listen up, brothers and sisters. The shadow has spoken. It says that a demon will come to a secret place, a wasteland, where there are almost no trees left, next to a bend in the river. Once we passed by there, we took a wrong turn and didn't find it. Ugh, come on. Glorious day. Before we set off, I say we make the sacrifice. I say let's hold off on the sacrifice. Times are wasting and demons are busy, you know. Leave your things and go. I must meditate before such an event. And when I'm all meditated out, I come and summon the demon to you. And off they go. Commander, a moment of your time. The young crusader cautiously gets to his feet, unable to believe that he is finally free. At last, the day has come when those odious faces will no longer be looming over me. The cultists hid my weapon and armor somewhere. I'll find them and then take my leave of this place forever. They're over there with the rest of the stolen stuff. I made sure they didn't go walkies in the night. I hope you make it out of this somehow. Thanks to your efforts, Woljif. Go. Time is of the essence. If there is a demon hunting you, better to lure him into a trap and strike first. Who are you? The Crusader bows. Devil Wenduag at your service. Nobleman, Crusader, and only survivor member of my unit. What are you planning to do now? Find my armor and weapons, find something to eat, and then leave this place as quickly as possible. The Crusader looks ahead with grim determination. Perhaps I will die in the whirlwind, but I will die with a sword in my hand, not like an animal at a slaughterhouse. And if I do make it out, I shall build a temple in Ayamede's honor in my hometown. You're rich enough to build a temple if you fancy it? You were complaining that your parents don't give you enough money. I think we have slightly different conceptions of what counts as enough money. In any case, money is no longer a concern of mine. My life and my legacy belong to the goddess who sent you, the commander, to my aid. How did you end up here? The Crusader's eyes stare into the distance, solely through my own foolishness. Because of my inability to fight like a man, I thought the Crusade would be the best way to make my mark on history. I dreamt of the glory, of the respect that would be otherwise denied me as the third son of a noble family. When an officer laughed at my skills and called me an ignorant interloper, how right he was. Fate has a twisted sense of humor. My more experienced comrades died in this cursed place, one after another, but I survived. There are only 5 of us left in the end. Our hubris was gone. We were jumping at every shadow, and we still weren't cautious enough. I was the only one who survived after we were attacked in the night. I should have realized what was happening when the lookout went missing. All right then, farewell. Good luck. May Ayamade keep you. Okay. I don't have room for Woljif right now. I'll get to you later on, Woljif. The stone throne that the cultists erected for Woljif does not look very comfortable. Heavy crossbow.
Ah, a surprise.
Freedom at last, and I don't know what I shall do with it. All right. For future reference, though, when you are prompted to switch out teammates, if you go ahead and switch Woljif onto your team and then talk to Deval again, there is a pretty funny interaction that the two of them have. You know what? I'm not sure I'm going the right way. Let's see. Kingdom. Advisor wait for you to courtroom. Also, you can't meet with your advisors in the courtroom yet. It's not available at this time. Let's see. Oh, you're available. Start that project. Who's on projects? Somebody's missing. No, can't do that yet. That's a whole bunch of X's. Training, economy, projects. All right. Don't want to rest yet. Will it let me through? Yay, it does let me through. And now my army can move. Let's see how this goes. Boom, 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 boom. What is this guy? I cannot see who that is. It's blacked out. Footmen, archers, light cavalry. Okay, cool. So that's the footmen. Archers are staying back there. Makes sense to go ahead and fire them now. And you're obliterated. That's excellent. Hey. 32. But man. Archers. Lovely. Relevant. Alright, kill him. Boom, boom. Footman. Go here. There we go. Parish, we'll go here. Come on, stay there. Oh, oh, rough. Obliterate them. Excellent. Boom. Ooh, lovely. Okay. That went relatively well. A gang of cutthroats who sold their conscience for demon gold has been destroyed. Their chief, a battle-hardened, scar-ridden mercenary laden with valuable artifacts, is hanging in the noose. The trophies he received for murder will come in useful for the Crusades. All right. No, can't do all that. Really want to destroy that. That's a level 7 though. It's over here. There's a level 2 over there. You know what? I'm gonna chill on it for a little bit. What is it? Why do I? Oh, here we go. That's requested an audience. I'll speak with you all shortly. Okay. Someone's on the road. Be careful. Oh, crap. The flesh of a true believer is especially delicious. What a pity they have become rare even among the Crusaders. All right. I should have probably rested. It is what it is, though. Do that. You have the hand raised version? No. Oh man, this is not good. This is not good. That. Blast. Actually, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. What do you have? Got hit. That said, does she have it? No, she doesn't. Yeah. Study of target. This is gonna be ugly. Oh, I forgot about that. I completely forgot about that. What trouble should pray? You're hardly worth it. I'll kill you another time when you have a little more meat on your bones. Yeesh. I forgot about fear. Oof. 1 minute? For real?
I will guide us.
That's just ugly. Okay. That went exceptionally poorly. All right.
Our path leads on.
Now let's rest. Really? What is define services? Okay, religion. Somebody must specialize in religion. Let's keep that in mind from now on. When we do our next playthrough. 11. What in the hell? There we go. Hey, and corruption was lessened. Isn't that nice? Whoa. Dreams have puzzled the minds of mortals since ancient time. Strangely, the most obvious explanation of the mystery of dreams has appeared quite recently. The most obvious, but obviously wrong one, is that dreams are but the delirium of a tired mind as it digests the day's events. Ancient humans were much smarter when they thought dreams were messages of good patrons, or the opposite, the interventions of demonic powers. In this case, both hypotheses are correct, illogical as that may be. The commander is asleep. In his ancient dreams, he sees blood-stained stones, smoking torches, rusty chains, and bars. Once again, he is in the dungeons of Drezen, chained in a cell. Huge demons lumber around, clawing at the filthy walls with a horrifying sound. Death in their fanged jaws seems imminent, but more painful still is the expectation of tortures that never begin. Unable to move, barely conscious, in a horrible semi-delirium, the commander silently waits for whatever will happen next. The silence, broken only by the sound of rough claws against rusty bars, weighs on the mind like a boulder. The fever of endless expectation is broken by a whisper, a gentle breath of fresh air in the stifling darkness. The ruby eyes of a demoness peer at the commander through the bars. She is similar to the other creatures of the abyss, but also entirely dissimilar. Remember me? I am Arashel. You gave me the gift of freedom. Now I will set you free. The chains holding the commander's body crumble to dust. The dark visitor takes a step toward him, passing through the bars as easily as if they were made of paper, and holds out her hand. Fly with me. In response, the commander can only mumble, I've been expecting you. And I have come. The dungeon disappears. Now the demoness and the commander are flying over a moonlit plain. Enemies are hunting you. Demons that have somehow acquired unusual powers that are unprecedented among common demons. You are also hunting them. You are trying to figure out who is sending them and where the source of their power lies. I will show you where to find the answer. A finger with a manicured claw points down to a cliff top where stands an ancient fortress slowly crumbling to dust. A bell without a tongue, an insane crone. Make it speak once more, and she won't be able to keep her silence either. She will give you all the answers. Wake up. Try to understand what happened in the dream. The images fade away. The commander opens his eyes and whispers a word. Unknown, alien, brought by the passing dream. Green Gates, the name of the fortress. If the demoness is to be believed, what a curious notion. There's a deranged crone hiding there who knows where the demons with these unheard of abilities are coming from. It will be intriguing to learn who this crone is, what she knows, and whether this dream is but a trick to lure the commander to another trap. But we cannot find out without visiting the place from the dream. All right. We will do that. And all that is waiting on him. So that's all we can do for now, okay? Now, let's move forward. Enter Grimwood. This is the place. Let's set up an ambush here. should not be up there like that. Let these two run out. And the backup follows. And then there's the rest of us back here. All right. Greyboard meticulously scans the surrounding area and appears pleased with the results. The talon-like hooks of several collapsible spikes protrude from his pack. The dwarf produces a small, tightly wrapped bundle from his pocket, and its pungent smell fills your nostrils. Come over here. This is where we'll set up an ambush for the dragon. Let's light as many fires as we can, so she thinks there's a whole caravan staying here overnight. You can be sure she won't resist such easy prey. How do you plan to lure the dragon here? We will act like a group of careless foragers, ordinary hunters looking for a wild game to provision the Crusader army. Let's go out hunting, and then we'll hang the carcasses up on hooks to clean and gut them. When the dragon catches the scent of blood and sees the fires, she'll think we're inexperienced nobodies. After all, no skilled hunting party would draw so much attention to themselves. Easy prey, you see. Then, when she swoops down upon us, we'll pounce on her instead. What is that stench? It's frog's eye, some herb from Magnamar used as seasoning by the Varusans. I'm not sure whether they can even eat anything without it. The heat of the fire will cause the smell to rise up in the air, where the wind will carry it far and wide. The dragon will surely catch our scent and take interest. Dragons have a heightened sense of smell, and the sense of taste is even more discerning. The beast won't be able to resist the chance to try some strange new kind of meat. Let's get started. The dwarf nods his approval. He is calm and composed as he readies himself for battle, but his eyes shine with excitement. This is going to be a fine ambush. 15 hours pass. I can see her, Commander. Get ready to fight. Sound the alarm. I like that color palette on her. It's nice. All right. Let's huddle together. Ambush. You are ambushing the dragon. You are prepared in advance and having no fear. You receive a +8 circumstance bonus on initiative rolls and a +8 circumstance bonus on all saving throws against fear effects. Very, very nice. Never can have too many undead helping us.
Good.
Open your heart to me.
Boom, boom.
Ready to serve.
And this is about as good as it's gonna get. Oh, wait. No, it's not. We're missing one thing, right? There we go. There we go. Okay. Now it's as good as it's gonna get. Let's go.
Let me draw the first blood.
There we go. Good enough. You will regret this. I'll remember you and we will meet again. I promise. Relatively painless, right? Yep.
Without a doubt.
It's much better when you're buffed properly. Well done. The wound is deep. She'll lose a lot of blood. After her. All right. And nothing to pick up. The ground is covered in fresh dragon blood and deep claw marks. The winged silhouette soars high up into the night sky and heads east, doubtless towards her lair. The assassin gives the commander a thumbs up and throws his pack over his shoulder. The ambush was a success. Serious loss of blood, though not fatal, causes the dragon's heart to compensate by contracting more rapidly in order to oxygenate the muscles. This makes it more difficult for her to breathe and weakens her wing capacity. The lack of oxygen then leads to convulsive seizures that force the dragon to descend for short rest. It takes her the entire night to travel the distance she could normally cover in a few hours. All right. So now we have to go to, so right here at the Bloody Trail. And right, that's a level 7. We didn't want to do that. That's a level 5. That's probably more doable. But it won't let us get down from there. Okay. That's a level 5. That's a level 3. Level 1. Right. Okay, cool. Boom. Boom. No more movement points. That's fine. Alright, so we'll go back the way we came. Come on. Rest. Okay. Round 2 with the dragon. Oh, wait. But before that. They get to go first, huh? Interesting. This. Only 9. Boom. Boom. Lovely. Oh, man, he can't go up one more? Oh, well. Oof. 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 Rough. You can smite him. Let's see. Probably best for, you can come around over here. Holy. Oh! Wow. Okay. That was just wholly uncalled for. Let's bring it over here. I just don't like the idea of my footmen being directly in front of them. Ooh, and yet another con? Let's do that. Okay. Damn. Yeah, so stuff like that is why I'm choosing my targets carefully. Having buried those who died from the plague, warriors search the place and find a small grave where Sir Darlin Regalor, a hero of the Second Crusade, rests in peace. They take care of the grave and clean dead bodies of dirt from a small oasis nearby, and the water instantly becomes clean, clear, and sweet. This place is much loved by spirits and gods. Daily income increased, divine favors ×1. All right. And now, these two, let's deal with them. All right. There's this guy. I'll start back there. Now that I think about it, that might not have been the best idea. But it is what it is. I've already done it. Yep. Right. So annoying when you use incorrect tactics. Not have brought him up that far. Yeah. This guy, he will. There we go. Others. I got some of them back. Nice. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Ooh. Healthy morale. Lovely. An enemy has reached you and now taxed. Come on, man. Annoying. You're an archer. Let's take care of you back here. There you go. Wow, he ran up. You hold off for a little bit. You obliterate the competition. There we go. Okay. Lovely. Well, I hope it still gave me what I was supposed to have. Why is the exclamation? There we go. Foundation of the fort tightens the Crusaders' control over the surrounding area. Excellent. Scouts cannot work out how the demon army picks its way through advanced units to be able to suddenly attack the Crusader forces. Recently, another suspicious incident took place. Some scouts did not return from their mission to explore the territory to the south of Drezen. More thorough reconnaissance of the region is needed. Probably the source of the demon apparition is in there somewhere. That's... Oh, that's the same thing. Interesting. Ugh. All right. Legion number 1. Save again. Do I go further down? I think so, right? Nope. That's level 7. Not sure we're quite ready for that. It says level 8, but you can win, but they're going to obliterate you. It's not worth it. Can I recruit yet? No. So what I want to do actually when I face a level 7 is go there. So we'll say, dog it. It's not gonna let me do anything but just travel the path. So let's go up the path, defeat that level 1, and hopefully by then I'll have some reinforcements, deal with the level 7. All right, some more Sykes. Already saved. Okay, let's deal with this dragon. Dark splotches of dried blood are visible on the ground. Its foul, pungent scent awakens the predatory instinct of the hunt. Everything nearby is splattered in blood as if a battle took place here or someone slaughtered a herd of goats. Yet this blood belongs to neither human nor goat. Its sulfurous odor indicates that this is the blood of a rare, fire-breathing dragon. Injured and exhausted, the fleeing dragon stopped here to rest. The commander decides to personally examine the trail to impress the assassin. failed. After an examination of the blood-proof fuse tile, the commander decides to make use of the assassin's professional services after all. Asks the assassin for advice. The dwarf points confidently to the south. The dragon's lair is hidden somewhere among the mountain gorges. Artisan's tower has been revealed, which is right there. And there's also a shrine of sacrilege. We're not going to go to that just yet. The commander and his followers are traversing the mountains, trying to track down the female dragon that has lately been wreaking havoc around Drezen. The dwarf leading the party approaches the edge of the cliff and points down to the ruins of a tower built upon the rock 300 feet below. Its very existence raises a number of questions. Who would dare to build a tower here, so close to the demons? Why would they erect it here at the bottom of the canyon? An expert analysis of the tower structure provides the answers. Numerous features in its design indicate that the building dates back to the golden age of the Atlantine Empire. It is several times older than the World Womb and was originally constructed on top of a mountain before the cataclysm changed everything. The tectonic plates shifted, causing the tower to sink to the bottom of a newly formed canyon, and the mountains rose up around it like the jaws of a predator, ready to snap shut and bury it beneath the rock forever. The ancient ruins have been abandoned for ages, barely visible amidst the steep cliffs. The tower would have remained hidden had the commander's party not discovered it by following the trail of blood. The door signals that it's time to descend. The alpine path leading to the tower soon splits into two directions. On the left is a rocky ledge, dangerously narrow and visibly unstable. On the right is a broad path covered in overgrown brambles and thickets. There are many poisonous plants in these mountains, some of which are so dangerous that merely touching them can lead to numerous adverse reactions. These include, but are not limited to, migraines, disorientation, vomiting, hearing and vision loss, paralysis, and even death. The commander assesses the risk and chooses the steep and dangerous path to the left. The commander decides to take the path to the left, which descends steeply down at a dangerous angle. The loose stones along the ledge are treacherous and unstable, and one wrong step could cause a rock slide. This is a task for either a person of outstanding acrobatic talent or someone attentive and cautious. Whoever leads the way will take on the greatest risk. The commander... I suppose 17? But this has a less difficulty class. Sends its most agile companion lead the way. Excellent. Predictably, the path has been chosen is full of dangers. So Moisex makes a dangerous leap, dislodging the stones beneath his feet. He becomes dangerously close to falling, teetering precariously before managing to regain his balance. Having witnessed such a near tragedy, his companions watch their steps more carefully, and the party navigates the remainder of the perilous trail without further incident. The path comes to an abrupt end. A recent rock slide has destroyed this section of the trail, leaving behind only a few footholds of those brave enough to attempt the crossing. The commander's allies hastily tie themselves together with rope, hoping to prevent a fall if anyone loses their footing. The dwarf silently indicates his mountaineering equipment. If they choose to climb down the mountain cliff, they will be able to get back onto the path and avoid the dangers ahead. The commander... 15. That's rough. 17. Yeah, still rough. Orders the most agile of his companions to carefully lead the party down the slope, using the ledges as footholds. Nice. The commander and his companions descend lower and lower, leaping from one ledge to another. Thanks to his combat expertise and presence of mind, Moisex does not panic or make a single mistake. He skillfully leads his followers across the treacherous terrain, and eventually they reach a secure rock ledge. With a cry of warning, the dwarf points to the sky. Giant birds of prey circle ominously overhead. Their beak morphologies indicates their carnivorous nature, and their large size suggests they consider the commander and his companions to be prospective prey. It is common for them to fling their quarry against the cliffs and then feed on the carcasses. With ear-piercing shrieks, they swoop into formation and dive down to attack. The commander gives the order to... Not that. Ooh, neither one of these... Yikes. All right. Deal with the leader of the flock at all costs. Fighting off winged predators while hanging precariously on a rope over a precipice is not an easy task. Their curved beaks pierce through cloth, leather, and skin, tearing off chunks of flesh. Samoy Sykes makes several attempts to take down the leader of the flock, but to no avail. The commander's allies eventually drive them away, but the bird still manages to tear one of the party members from the cliffs. Camellia falls like a stone towards the tower ruins below. Her allies reach out to catch her and succeed, unfortunately. Camellia clings to her allies, pulling them with her as she plummets through the air. The safety rope grows taut as each member of the party is dragged over the precipice one after another. Amidst a cacophony of shouts and muffled screams, the commander and her followers hit the ground with a resounding thud. Luckily, the ledge was not high enough for the fall to be fatal, but they covered the rocks around them with splattered blood and tore bits of clothing as they tumbled towards the dragon's lair. The dwarf leading the party tries desperately to slow his descent with a small axe and curses furiously, punctuating his numerous obscenities with occasional prayers to Norgorber. Well, that was unfortunate. But, you know we're not going back. We're going to just roll with it. You tumble down the rocks towards the dragon amidst a cloud of dust and cascading stones. Your breakneck descent attracts the attention of both the dragon and her prey, an elderly elf who appears to be her latest victim. Greyboar groans as he picks himself off the stone floor, a dour expression on his face. Well, this is a real mess. Norgorber doesn't favor us today. By the way, you might be curious who he is. Norgorber is known as the once mortal god of thievery and assassination, as well as a keeper of secrets. He is called the Reaper of the Reputation by some, but he has more insidious titles among worshippers who venerate his other three aspects: Black Fingers, Father Skinsaw, and the Grey Master. He remains an enigma to most, and his true motives are unknown. Many of his own followers remain ignorant of his plans and designs. Norgorber is the only evil god amongst the Ascended. The dragon fixes you with a predatory gaze, her eyes narrowing into slits as she bares her sharp teeth. You again? Came to finish me off? Was this old daughter the plan of your plan? Was this old daughter the part of your plan to distract me as well? I will devour you whole, and your deaths will be slow and agonizing, you parasites. To your surprise, you recognize the dragon's captive, a citizen of Kenabris known as the Storyteller. He points urgently to the dragon. Kill her! Kill her right now! If she starts to breathe fire, everything around here will burn. Prepare to die, monster. The monster lets out a horrendous roar. How dare you injure me? You will pay for the pain you've caused.
Stand with me.
All right. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I'm all kinds of jacked up. All right. I'll do that. And give you something to think about. Here. Are you serious? They're all down? God dog it. Why didn't I just go ahead and split you all up? That was a mistake on my part.
I must withdraw.
She's still good. She does the least out of all of us. Woo. Obliterated. Might have to re-roll this, unfortunately. Greyboar's up. Oh, there's some more. Okay.
Forgive me for this failure.
Oh, all right. First time for everything. Let's do this again and be smarter about it. I can't do much about failing these checks. Yeah, I don't have anything for that. I didn't save before? That's weird. Why didn't I save? Oh, because it stops you right there. All right, continue. What's the path on the right do? Perception. And mobility, I guess, right? Yeah, mobility. Hey. Well, okay, so same deal. Either way, it's this check right here that I'm almost certainly not going to be able to pass. If I had Woljif, I could pass it. But, whatever. I'm not going back for him.
Let me draw
Okay.
the first blood.
Okay. Now. Oh crap. I didn't put on fear. This is also gonna be a bust, more than likely, isn't it? Yes it is. I can already tell that. Ah, dog it. Should have brought Woljif. Should have brought Woljif. Should have brought Woljif. Naniel's not as useful right now because that dragon does not give a damn about her little illusion spells. But we're going to give this one more shot. Great. I failed the first check this time. Isn't that nice? Right, that's just not nearly enough. And plunge, plunge, plunge. Okay. What happens if you go into I don't want to fight? The monster lets out a horrendous roar. How dare you injure me? Okay, same dialogue too.
Let's prove
Fine.
their logic is lacking.
All right, let's do this differently. So need fear immediately. Some form of fire immunity immediately is also good. Haste immediately. Oops. That, there we go. Come on, are you serious? That's crazy. Are you serious? Oh, so this is gonna be one of the fights, huh? Super annoying. This is much, much easier when you're playing as a good person. You have Sela, because she automatically protects everybody from fear. So this fight becomes very, very different. Not to mention, I think most times I have Woljif when I do this. That's what really needs to happen. I really just need to go back and get him, but I don't want to have to take the extra effort. I'm here. Let's do this. Okay. He immediately. Right. Okay. Yeah. So we want to have lesson of fire, speed. You can go ahead and move. So you can go ahead and just move. he can also go ahead and just move out the way. There we go. Okay, I don't understand why she did it quicker that time, but I'll take it. Now, you put that over there. Actually, no, even more important than prayer. Wait a minute, he's not finished. Are you serious? So he broke through the fear that she put. That is very frustrating. That is extremely frustrating. Okay. So he's alive, but he's running. He's alive, but running. Now they're all wiped out. Irritating. Very, very irritating. Okay, I'm convinced. I'm gonna have to go get Woljif. We'll do this on the next play session. I will defeat this dragon here, but it's just gonna be a little bit harder than it usually would be. I think this is a good place to end it. Hope you all enjoyed the session thus far today. If you have, please go ahead and leave me a like down below. And I will see you all in the next video later on this week. Take care.